All right, this is the 30th video on this 40-foot aluminum landing craft build. I'm going to include this 18-foot little bayrunner skiff, little bayrunner riverboat in this. I don't know, as far as the numbers of these things go. So, anyways, video number 30. This boat is 18-footer and it goes with this 40-foot landing craft. So it's got 34-inch tall sides on it. I just want to kind of show the bottom. It's got a real smooth entry there. And this is the second day on this boat build right here on this 18-footer. So that transom height over there is set for 20 inches. So this bottom is most of that 20-foot sheet that I had on the wall over there that I was going to use for the motor shelf on the big boat there. You can still see it. And, so this is probably all I'm going to do to this little 18-footer right now, because frankly it's just, I'm too damn cramped in here. So I'm gonna jump on that, back on the 40-footer there. I got some carpentry stuff to do, some plumbing stuff to do, put the windows in and get that thing out of the shop so that I can put this 18-footer in there and have some room to work. But wanted to show these pieces real quick. These two pieces are the two middle pieces that come out of the bottom of the boat. On this boat, I notched back 4 feet, which that's those. I cut the one out that's on the right hand side. I used it for the pattern for the left hand side. And then I pulled that bottom up and went ahead and welded it all the way. And like I said, it only comes back 4 feet. So what I really like about this is not only is it 1/4 inch, but it comes to a flat bottom back here. So there's no weld down the middle, which is really sweet. Saves me a ton of time. And so this boat's a real nice boat for the bay and for the rivers, because what I want to do is put like a 115 on the back of this thing and put a jet unit on it and just go have some fun. But so anyway, those two little pieces, they came out of the middle, pull it together, weld it up right there. Here, I'm gonna go and repeat myself. Those two big pieces there, those come off the bottom. The one on the right came off the right side, one on the left came off the left side. And those are tall. That's almost 8 feet, where those came all the way back to this line right there, about 7'6". So, and then obviously I used that one for the pattern for that side over there. And then let me come around here real quick. And so this boat has specs right here. I won't read them off because I'm pretty sure you can read. Okay, so the two middle pieces. If you have any questions about how the layout went for this, this is basically just a little semi-V to a flat bottom. It's a pointed nose boat. It's a little bayrunner boat or a river boat. But if you have any questions about those pieces I just showed you up there on the wall or anything else, just let me know. Look back at video number 10 of this series, and that's where I went into it, talking about the layout of that. So those 4 pieces right there came off the bottom of the boat. Now, when I set the sidewalls, like I've said before, I like to set the sidewalls on top of the bottom, not beside it. But you have to realize that when you get to this point right here, that's why there's a line there, from here forward, the sidewalls is no longer standing on top of the bottom, but yet just pushed up to it, and it's more of a butt weld. So you really have to have a lot shorter welds, because that heat, if you try and throw down an 8-inch long weld on a butt weld like that, that metal ahead of the weld will start getting so hot and you just blow right through. So typically I'll go a lot shorter welds when I get to something like this. And the reason that the sidewalls is not standing on top of the bottom of the sheet anymore past this point is because you want to have good flare. You know, you want to have some good bow flare. So right there, you just very gently let that sheet slip beside it, and then continue to give yourself plenty of bow flare. And that's what we came out with. So pretty happy with it. And you also have to understand that as soon as it does go from standing on top of the bottom to slipping down and just being butted up to the bottom, that sidewall was cut from right here forward also. And those two sheets are over there. They're this piece here. So anyway, I don't even know why I'm showing you that. You can't really see it from there, but anyway, you have to understand, once the sidewall is no longer standing on top of the bottom and it jumps down beside it, and you're leaning it out for good bow flare, you have to pull it all the way around there and get a good marker line all the way down here to this point right there. And then that sidewall is trimmed off. And then you use that pattern for the other side, and it's trimmed off also. And that's why these two lines are here. I wanted to make sure that I was, you know, my pattern was exactly the same. And, you know, I started the sheet from the transom, and it's kind of a tricky process right in this area here when you let it slip down and you're going beside it. You can see there's a small gap right there, but ain't no big deal. When you weld it up, it's going to be awesome. Plus, it's going to have, it'll be welded fully inside, outside, and then have angle iron on the outside, which will be 2 more full-length welds also. So, let's see. So, it was really tough doing it in this closed quarters, but I just really wanted to kind of get to this point, and I did this in 2 days, so pretty happy with it. The nose is kind of one of those things that's kind of tough also. It's just more of an eyeball thing, and then you use a piece of flat bar, and better to do it a couple times than to cut too much off at one time. So it's kind of how I did it. And so there's the back. So anyway, just wanted to throw up another little video. I was just tired. I finally got off of that motor shelf on the big boat and got this whipped out where I can pretty satisfied with the progress here in a couple days of this thing. I mean, if you had a jig, man, and you did these every day, you could whip out some boats. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.